But the question is, why do you, I mean, these are not mistakes, these are choices. Why do you keep making the same choices? Because you have previous convictions for assaultive behavior. That's why this is a assault with a second conviction. So why do you keep making these same decisions? Court is calling 2025 CR 0000069, State versus Xavier Chamberlain. Could I have parties announced?
Rick Payne for the state of Texas.
Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Chamberlain.
And are you Mr. Chamberlain?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, ma'am.
All right, according to the plea bargain agreement, just 1 second, we'll wait till they're finished over here. All right, you entered a plea on May 27th of no contest to assault a family household member with a previous conviction. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years. This is to run concurrent with 2025 CR 0000071, 2025 CR 0000092. Those cause numbers, have you been sentenced on those, or those motions to revoke?
They're all new cases that got indicted. He doesn't have any pending motions to revoke. It's just there was a plea on as to some, and then some are TIC to resolve.
All right. All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection by the defense.
No, well, I'm silent, but I'd just like to speak.
All right, do you have any witnesses?
No, Your Honor, just, I believe, just procedural background justification as to what we believe is an appropriate course of action that we would ask the court to follow.
All right,
as
just
well
1
as
second. State, any witnesses?
None from the state.
All right, then you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. In reference to Mr. Chamberlain, I have been on his case ever since he got picked up on these offenses in October. I've met with him routinely, and this is an individual that I believe is grappling with drug addiction and does not have an innate sense of criminality, Your Honor. Ever since he's been in pending custody in the Bexar County Jail, he has done family violence individual counseling. I have those forms here, if I may show the court.
Any objection?
None from the state.
So he has been working on those things. He has been learning about boundaries and effective ways to deal with stressors in his life as well, to not take him out in a violent way, Judge. There's some cases pending here, but if the court does take note, one of the offenses, there was no bodily injuries observed by law enforcement, and the other one, there was a small, slight little scratch. In dealing with the case and talking about the evidence and our avenues for taking this in front of the court in terms of sentencing, we did talk about certain inconsistencies within some of the reports, but that was more so before he accepted the plea. So he does accept responsibility. He knows that he messed up. He knows that this was a toxic relationship with an ex that he should have been continuing, but he was in the midst of drug addiction. As noted in the PSI, he was under the influence of drugs at the time of these offenses, Judge. Also in the PSI, he's never had residential treatments. He has had outpatient treatment before, but because we believe that his needs are severe in terms of his daily methamphetamine usage before he got picked up, we feel like inpatient treatment would be more so suitable for him to get a grasp on his issues that he's dealing with. We're looking, Your Honor, in terms of his whole life and his future down the road, and in terms of serving the community and also helping Mr. Chamberlain work towards bettering himself. We feel that inpatient treatments would be more conducive in that we're able to address the root cause of this and hopefully put a stop to this from ever occurring again. If Mr. Chamberlain is institutionalized or incarcerated without the proper form of treatment, we feel that we may just be repeating this pattern of events that has been going on. Mr. Chamberlain has been to prison before, Your Honor, but this was about 20 years ago. When he was younger, did not get the appropriate treatment. He was essentially sent to TDC, released out, and had been battling homelessness as well as drug abuse. For these reasons, Your Honor, we're requesting a period of a deferred adjudication as as long as the court sees fit with inpatient treatments. And I did speak about if the court did approve inpatient treatment, what that would be looking like in terms of transfer to a facility and then having to be compliant with the terms of community supervision thereafter. Before Mr. Chamberlain was picked up on this offense, he did start school at St. Philip's College. He was about 1 month into that program until he got picked up on his offense and did not have the opportunity to bond out. But he had been working towards his HVAC certification, where he wanted to work in that capacity in terms of a career for himself, Judge. So in looking into his criminal history, he does have minor things such as theft, drug possession, burglary. These are all things that I think were tied with drug addiction, drug usage. So we're asking that the court take a look to see if he's eligible to address the root cause of that addiction to stop this cycle of institutionalization.
All right, is there anything you wish to say, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to raise your right hand for me, please?
Yes, Your
Do
Honor.
you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Xavier Chamberlain.
All right, you may proceed. What would you like to say?
Your Honor, I take full accountability for my actions and I'm very remorseful, but at the same time, I know that I learned a lot from this experience. I'm not the same person I was a year ago. I just want to move forward in my life and just be a better person for my family, for members of my community, and just get past this and just move forward. I'm too old to be making mistakes and
But the question is, why do you, I mean, these are not mistakes, these are choices. Why do you keep making the same choices? Because you have previous convictions for assaultive behavior. That's why this is a assault with a second conviction. So why do you keep making these same decisions? And then we have the violation of protective order. So there's a protective order in place. And when people violate protective orders, those are court orders. So that tells the court if you're violating that you won't follow my orders because you're already violating a court's order.
I was under the influence of drugs and
I'm sorry,
I
what?
was under the influence of narcotics, Your Honor, and I'm just trying to seek opportunity for treatment.
But I mean, yeah, you're under the influence of narcotics, but it didn't stop you from going to the location of the complainant and striking the complainant.
I was living there, Your Honor.
But wasn't there a protective order for you not to be at that location?
Not to my knowledge, and not until I was arrested was I informed of the protective order. My ex
Oh.
never told me about it.
Okay. All right, is there anything else? And on this case, what I can tell you, I don't have the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. I know you probably filed it, but it's lost somewhere. So if you could do another one for me, please?
Yes, Judge, would that be one I have to get from them or do they have them on? the
They
wall?
should have them on the wall now.
Yes.
He took the last one.
Oh.
The clerks
Yeah,
may
you
have
quick,
some
man.
more. All right, the cause number is 2025 CR 0000069.
Things go like hotcakes, Your Honor, these nice ones.
Oh, yeah.
They're custody. They repeat this, I mean, it's just a formality of the. Wow. What's that? Your Honor, can I tender it?
Yes, thank you. All right, any further witnesses?
None from the state.
None from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Chamberlain, I want you to know your attorney did a very good job for you because you have numerous cases that are open and pending, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I just don't think that you're a good candidate for probation. So I'm going to find you guilty. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant, a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrently. This will run concurrent with 2025 CR 0000071, 2025 CR 0000092, take in consideration 2025 CR 000070, 2025 AL 002118. Court will give you credit for any time served, the therapeutic community, and 5 years in the prison. With the therapeutic community, I have no jurisdiction to mandate that you be in the program, but they'll know in the judgment that I'm requesting the therapeutic community for you. So there may be either mental health issues or drug issues. You're still going to have to request the program. You understand? All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
That's right.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction and an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney, okay?
That's right.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. When you are released from the prison, if you can't find a place that can help you with your addictions, you can always come back to here. If I'm here, then I will see if we can find a placement for you, okay?
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.